hello, good morning, and welcome back to DML. So, there is news that the brand new update that we got notified about forever ago is coming out next Tuesday. So, Andres posted this earlier saying, we will shortly come back with detailed update notes, so stay tuned. So, we've got a few days, and in the meantime, we will probably get some more information from Gameloft regarding exactly what is coming in this update with 100% certainty. So, I have seen some of the images, or more so, you know, as per usual, the data mined images have been sent to me and have been shared around everywhere because they always get shared around somehow. But I think the big question is, aside from the things that I've already seen, what else do we expect to see in this patch? Because, you know, there's rumors that we're getting updates to the Dragon Codex, there are rumors that we are getting updates to quests, but I think one of the big questions on most people's minds is, are we getting new Divine Dragons in this update? Because, you know, it's been a little while now since the last Divine event, and I like the fact that they've given it a little bit of time rather than, you know, just constantly pumping out Divine events, because they can get a little bit too much. But as soon as you go like a month without a Divine event, I seriously see people asking all the time, when's the new Divine event? When are the new Divine Dragons? Can I get a Divine? I'm a new player, I don't have a Divine yet. I don't know, it just seems like the most common question that ever gets asked. And, you know, like I've said in a couple of live streams before, I think it's pretty likely that, you know, along with all the new stuff that we're going to be getting, again, probably updating the codex and the stuff like that, but we're probably going to see the Divine Dragons added if they're coming, but they're not going to be released quite yet. Because it's what they do with every set of update, like, or every new update, I should say, as in, they give you all the new stuff. Some updates it might not feel like a lot, but they put a lot of stuff into the game, but they hide the files. So you'll be able to see when the new update comes out that the total dragon amount will increase quite a lot, and we'll be able to check in the Divine section and the Legendary section and see what new ones are added there. It's very possible, obviously, that they may not add any new Divines quite yet for fear of them, I don't know, somehow getting leaked, like everything else seems to all the time. But it is a better way for them to, you know, slowly over time put in a little bit more data so that people don't just have to download a singular patch with like 2 billion megs of download required. So, you know, I have to say, some of the new dragons that I've seen, they are pretty cool, and some of the dragons that we already know about are being released in this update. Obviously, I'm not going to talk specifics, because I'm not literally allowed to tell you specific things related to this, because the way that I find out about it is literally by accident. It's like, can you imagine just sitting there, going about your day, doo-dee-doo, and it's like someone just sends me a PM, oh, what's this? Oh, look, it's a data mined image that they don't know is data mined. Because they're like, oh, have you seen this? This is cool. And I'm like, that's data mined, isn't it? And they're like, no, I found it on a Facebook page. It's like, oh, you poor silly child. Not only do you not realise what you're doing, but you've also ruined it for me now. all surprise is gone. That's just the way it is, but luckily for most of you guys, you get to actually, you know, keep it a little bit surprising until, you know, it gets announced by Gameloft and it comes into the game. And plus some of the stuff that obviously I was sent over time may not actually come out in the full release, because it's possible that they could at the very last minute just change things. You know, it has happened before, and I'm sure it will happen again in future, but considering how much effort seems to have gone into some of the things that I've seen so far, I think if it's not this update, it would definitely be the update afterwards that we would see it. And, you know, I'm curious to see if we have new types of events coming out as well. New types of quests, new types of events, any alterations being made to the clans, because if I remember, at one point they said like forever ago now, that clans were getting some sort of slight change. Obviously, on top of everything, we're also getting the mentor change, which we were informed about a good while ago now. But the update stuff in general relating to the mentor, you know, basically, you know, scrap all of the effort that went into making that. I mean, obviously it didn't work out as intended, which was unfortunate, and a lot of people didn't enjoy it very much. And that is one of the reasons they're getting rid of it. I'm sure there's more than one reason. But at least everyone gets a free dragon out of it, right? Like before, it took so much effort trying to go through, mentor all of these people, teach them about the game, hope that they don't instantly quit. Maybe the reason it just didn't work was for the exact thing that I've been saying since release. Mobile games don't work if you're trying to get new players to stay most of the time, because players don't stay with mobile games. I mean, it's the same with most games that I end up playing on my phone. Like, I'll download a new game because it looks cool or it was recommended to me through the store. I'll play it, I might get really into it for like a week, and then after about 2 weeks, I'll just never log in again. And I don't even give it two thoughts. It's like, it just leaves my mind. And DML is one of those games for a lot of people that try it. I mean, it happens with every video game, but with games like this in particular, just with the way that they work, you know, the more money you spend, the stronger you are, the more money you spend, the quicker the game goes. It's really off-putting for a lot of people. So any changes that are made to the game that make it less like that are good changes. Like, don't get me wrong, DML is a free game, and I know that they need to make money somehow, right? Because I don't want the game to die. I don't want the game to just fizzle out into obscurity like it has been heading into for the last 2 years. I don't want that for the game. But certain changes that have been made to the game have definitely pushed a lot of people out over time. And again, Game Loft's good golden days for this game were like late 2015, 2016 time. Not because they necessarily did good things with the game, but that's just when the game was at its peak. And I think a lot of people in general are just moving away from these sorts of games, and, you know, stuff like Fortnite, which is just pure RNG but makes you feel like you're being competitive. That seems to be more of the stride that people are taking. And unfortunately for DML, it's a full casual game, so, you know, as much as you might like the game and other people around you might like the game, unfortunately, it doesn't appeal to as many people in the grand scheme of things as you might hope. So, Game Loft, I'm looking at you. If you give us another Cosmos chain breeding event, I genuinely think a lot of people are just gonna give up. If you give us some more original events and more changes that genuinely benefit both new and veteran players, without just recycling old garbage events, I think that's the best thing that can happen. And again, can we please do something about the events from recently that have just been copy-pasted? Like, the current solo event that we have is good, but the stuff like the event for the scrap metal, which was the redone Forgotten Castle event, can we not have that, where you have that event, or the other event that we had, where it was like the exact same event as we had before for the Christmas event, but none of the dialogue had changed? Can we not have that? Like, at the very least, if we're going to get new events, can we please change the dialogue so it's not completely and ridiculously obvious that there has been absolutely no effort put into it? That's all I ask. That's literally all that I ask. If you're gonna give us the same event, just change the text, okay? That's the main gripe that I've had recently with events. Like, it's so aggravating to see them say that they want their games to be better and they want to improve, and then see that sort of crap happen. And, you know, my sentiments are not alone. I've seen a lot of people complaining about that in recent days, because it's not just me being pedantic saying, hey, this event literally makes no sense because you haven't changed the dialogue, and yet you changed the dragons that were in the event. So it was talking about a spruce dragon when there was no spruce dragon in the event. Oh, whatever. I'm sure those of you that know what I'm talking about understand it, but some things in this game sometimes really do make you think. Really do make you question what the hell is going on sometimes. So, you know, like I said, look forward to that new update. We will get more info soon. Well, that's what they've said at least. So I will be keeping you posted. I'll keep us updated. We got a tsunami dragon. Yay! It's not like I already have one of those or anything. But, you know, look forward to it. Look forward to the new dragons. I'm certainly curious to see how they do these new update changes, and I'm curious to see how much people enjoy them. So for now, thank you for joining me, and until next time, I shall see you then.